utility bills can still go down because we implement these energy-saving measures into it. Questions up front? Yes.
Could you tell us what section of town you're seeing the most renovations in? Is there a concentration? That's part one. And could you give us a profile of who might be investing at this point in time in green renovations and what they're choosing to do?
Many different questions. They're asking me who is going green. Who here has a house? Leave your hands raised. Put your hands down if you don't want to save money in utility bills. So these are the people that are going green. Everybody who wants to save money in utility bills, and there's different shades of green. You can spend a few $100s on going green and saving money, or spend thousands of dollars. But everybody, and there's different price points for going green. If you're looking at one particular town in general, we get leads all over Georgia. So we see lots of renovations that are going green in town, inside the perimeter, outside the perimeter. But all over Georgia, North Georgia, South Georgia, we're getting calls for geothermal, solar thermal, because those individual components, you can save a lot of money. We do a payback analysis for every one of those components, so we show you that you are saving money. If you're not going to save money, we're not going to ask you to spend money on it, because when you come back to me, it's like, well, we're not saving any money, what happened? We want you to be happy. All of our clients are happy. Any other questions? Any other questions?
On the solar panels that are mounted onto the roof, do you have to do special things to the roof line to accommodate the weight of those panels?
Typically, no. Most roofs, if it was built in the last 50 years, can accommodate the solar panels, because essentially the weight is distributed across the whole roof. And on the solar thermal panels, you don't have to do anything special as well, because there's really not that much liquid in the panels to transfer the heat inside. So most of the time, no, but if you have a house that's turn of the 19th century, you've got 2x4s, which really aren't dimensionally stable, you might have to do something in addition to that, but you should have 2x6s or 2x8s at minimum anyway. I had a question about actually how the solar panels attach to the roof themselves. Well, there's two different ways for solar thermal. The product that we use actually installs and looks like a skylight, so the roof flashes around it. For PV, which is the product that takes energy from the sun and converts it into electricity, there's a bracket system that attaches to the roof and basically connects to your power meter. So the fun thing about that is during the daytime, if you're not using that much power, your power meter's spinning backwards, and at nighttime when you're using power, it's going in the correct direction. That's fun to watch. See your power meter spin backwards. It's like, okay, something's going on here. Is there UFOs around my house, or what did my electrician do wrong? Yes. Yes. In real time, and the funny thing about power is you are actually paying different rates for power at different times of the day. Peak loads, if you're using it when everybody's using power, you're actually paying a power rate. If you're in New York City, I've seen lots of shows about this where they're trying to knock down the power grid so you can pay 300%. We're not that technical. I mean, we don't have people who are trying to do that here in Georgia, but at certain times of the day, between 3 and 6 o'clock, that's where peak power is. You're paying a higher rate if you're running your HVAC system and stuff like that. And once you've used so much power during the month, they're going to charge you a higher rate as well. So your goal is to not use as much so you can keep a lower power rate.
What about wind? Do you have enough wind?
We have a lot of wind around the Capitol building. Just kidding. They've installed several wind installations here in Georgia, 6 feet under, not in Midtown, but the one in West Atlanta. They've got one there. I've seen a wind installation at Grant Park. I've seen lots of wind projects going up, and there are many. Now, along the coast, it's a lot better, admittedly, but there is enough wind to generate some power. It's not optimal here in Atlanta, but you still can get some power out of wind. And you also have microhydro, which is a system that you can stick in a lake or stream and get power from that, because if the water's going through it, you're creating power for your house. So there are many different options here in Georgia, many good vendors for that. But again, you need to make sure you work on energy efficiency first, then renewable energy. Otherwise, you're not going to get the biggest bang for the buck. Well, if we don't need any additional questions, thank you very much. If you'd like a copy of this, I can email this to you. I've got some sign-up forms up here. And if you want to learn more about the different technologies and see some of the technologies, our booth is a booth at 518. So I've got the sign-up forms here. If you want a copy of this presentation, I'll email it to you.